Looks like we're back again. Decided I might as well continue this. Let's get started, I guess. Alright, let's see. I forgot to make... That's a freeze. That's always fun. I forgot to make the to-do list that I was planning on making. I almost always make one of those during any given playthrough of Subnautica just because there are so many things to do. So I guess I'm just going to be winging it again, but that can be quite nice as well. Geez, I did quite a lot of scanning, didn't I? Alright then. So what would be next on the agenda? Probably getting some more blueprints. What am I going to need blueprints for? Ooh, an eclipse. Those are always fun. Let's see, that would be a good thing to get. So, might as well just dive here. Yeah, shut up. Hello there, peeper. Get back here. Probably be a good idea to prepare some food for the road.
You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
You don't say.
Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
That would be good to take with me. Do I need... I'll leave the fire extinguisher here. Might as well just use this since I have them being generated. And I prefer having my health topped off, especially given that it is, in fact, a hardcore playthrough.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Luckily, I'm above the water, so I don't need to worry about that. Oh. Let's see. Sometimes I worry that I'm too organized of a person, but it is nice to just know where everything is from the moment that you need it. Rather than having to check every single locker non-stop until you find the right thing. I do not understand Subnautica, man. Like, ooh, I have a flashlight here. I should examine this by shining it directly into my own eyes. Oh, shut up. Spadefish. I like spadefish. They're very good bioreactor fuel. Not that I expect to make use of that anytime soon, but it's a note for anyone who does use a bioreactor. Spadefish are very good for that. Nothing in there. Sure, I'm glad I can build a counter. It's gonna be the most useful thing. feeling there was something else in this area. Call it a premonition. Alright. Now time to go take some risks and explore the world a bit more. Scan you first. Floaters are sometimes very useful, but other times they are the most annoying possible thing. I've had several of those things spawn while I was driving my Cyclops, and they all just latched onto the underside of it and yanked it up to the surface. And some of them actually managed to get on top of the thing, which I wasn't able to climb onto the Cyclops to go get them, so that was quite irksome. Ooh, mobile vehicle bay. Good. It's one of the main things that I'm looking for here. But on the other hand, you can use them almost as a weapon. If you're incredibly brave, enough so to actually get close to a Leviathan, you can try to float them up to the surface. Which canonically is actually a thing that the floaters sometimes do. They'll just latch onto a Leviathan-class organism, yank it up to the surface until it drowns in the air, and then proceed to feast on its carcass for, well, a very long period of time, given that it's huge. What was it that I needed? Common coral? Yeah, it was common coral. Let me double check. Yes. Oh, coral tube. Where be the tubes? There's one over there. Might as well take a few of them. And bleach. There we go.
Bleach is an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water. Preparing a day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
These are very useful things to have. A single bit of salt can, as well as, of course, the coral tube samples, can get you 60 of your water bar filled up, whereas the filtered water that you get from air sacs will only do 20. So I'm always very excited when I see salt. That should be good for now. Don't have anything else that I don't strictly need right now. Alright, sun's coming up. That's always preferable.
Local radiation readings suggest the
Ooh.
Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Soon, TM. Alright. Quartz is nice. Can always use some quartz. What is you? Ooh. Hey, stalker. I like the stalkers. I also very much like reefbacks. They are the greatest of things. at this majestic creature. Please tell me you don't have any tiger plants so I... This freaking tiger plant. I just want to scan the plants that he has. Of course there has to be a tiger plant going around to stop that. Breaking the barnacles on these lads can be quite beneficial to your future health. Old papyrus over here. Listen, plant, now is not the time. Red wart. Alright, I already got everything that this guy has. There's one of the baby reefbacks. How much battery do I have? 93. Alright. Oh good. Last piece of this.
New blueprint acquired.
Now I just need to find all the very... Oh man, in this lighting, that is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna need to take a picture of that. Anyway. Just need to find the various fragments for the sea moth now. Ah, dang it. Of course, the stalkers. Actually, let me keep an eye on this guy for a bit. I might as well start stockpiling some racehorses now. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought I heard that sound.
New blueprint acquired.
If you can find an area where there are... Yes, whatever. They aren't even scary. Anyway, if you can find an area where there are like 3 stalkers constantly fighting over one piece of scrap metal, you are pretty much set long term in terms of getting stalker teeth, which are one of the most useful materials because they are absolutely essential for the construction of the Cyclops, as well as various other things involving enameled glass. Gold is nice, but can I have some silver? Lead. Well, given that the aurora is going to go up in a matter of minutes here, I could probably use some lead. I should probably start stockpiling for nuclear reactors and such. Not that I really tend to use nuclear reactors as anything more than a backup generator, but they can be nice to have around, just in case. Another comrade stalker. I might as well get the titanium from it. Where the heck am I? Oh wow, I'm there? I did not mean to press that button. Never mind, I thought I knew where I was, but I didn't. The actual point I'm looking for is a bit further that way, I think. It's where I generally tend to build my main base. Ooh. I like how I haven't noticed this despite it being like literally right here.
New blueprint acquired.
Am I gonna need a laser cutter for this one? Oh, that's going to be useful if I decide to build a base around here. But then again, I don't have the parts for the thermal reactor, and... so many things to do. I wonder if I should be concerned about the anti-gravity titanium there.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Would be a good idea to do this. Haven't refined it yet, but might as well, right? Some more quartz. Copper, lead, gold. Stalker tooth is biological. Salt deposit is miscellaneous. And back we go. Alright, to be fair, it does kind of blend in with the coral tubes. That's the only excuse I have for not realizing this thing is here until now. Nope, can't even cut that one. Something on this side, maybe? Oh, just open it. Oh yes, the other half of the beacon, finally.
New PDA data.
Let's see, where did I put my repair tool? These places can be quite disorienting because they're always on their sides. So it's like, the door is technically down, but the human brain doesn't want to think of a doorway as being underneath them. It wants to think of it as being like on the same level. So it's all weird. Just checking if that was another thing I could scan.
New blueprint acquired.
That's a nice item to possess. Let's see. Looks like that's it for this one. Perfect timing, too.
This is Avery Quinn.
Ooh, this guy.
Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS. You offer help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. With the long range to pick up in the meantime.
I like Avery Quinn. He's a good lad. Doesn't sound like he's a good lad, because he sounds like he's being kind of dickish about the whole situation, but he doesn't know. He's on the other side of the entire freaking solar system. Alright, let's see. Is that the only beacon? Oh, I have that one. Let's go find Ozzy, shall we? Ozzy is a very useful beacon to have just because that way you can go and... Because he crashed near the Seamoth Bay of the Aurora. The Aurora, as you can probably tell by now, kind of broke apart when it fell from the sky, so... He is near the Seamoth Bay, which is quite useful for blueprints of the Seamoth, shockingly enough. In fact, I think I just saw the Seamoth Bay being rendered into the distance just a moment ago. Yep, there it is. What else have we got around here? Oh, scanner room. Gonna need one of those. I'll read through all this later. Oh, I never scanned the biters? Wow. Get back here. Little piranha bastard. Let me... Thank you. Jeez, that took way longer than it should have. Ooh, bioreactor fragment. Alright, let's get up to the ceiling and see what we can do with our lives from here. Oh,
30 seconds.
perfect timing.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Normally I don't even watch that because I've seen it so many times, but I am recording a video, so why not, right? The Aurora going up is kind of where things start getting serious in this game. Spadefish, you get back here. I need to scan your tumors. Thank you.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, now let's get some scanning done. Oh, that's just nodal salvage. I don't need that at this moment in time. I'm more worried about getting some scans.
New blueprint acquired.
Ooh. That's going to be useful when I have to go aboard the Aurora. But I honestly really don't tend to use the propulsion cannon all that much outside of Aurora exploration.
30
Let's see. What am I going to need? I really need to catch myself a bladderfish. What are the components of the air bladder again? Oh, just silicone rubber and a bladderfish. That's no big deal at all. I already have some silicone on hand. See, this right here is why it's easier to find quartz at nighttime. It has this very distinctive shine. Makes it a lot easier to see. Alright. I can never remember where the entrance is on this thing. Is it up here? I think it might be this little crack here.
Calorie intake recommended.
Ah, shut up.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I thought it was this little crack here, but I was wrong. Can't go through there. I know that there's a way into the Seamoth Bay. There it is. And I can't fit through there. What the heck? I'm gonna have to go in through this path over here or something. Jeez, this is convoluted, isn't it? I should probably go get some air before even attempting this. Alright, put her on the floor. And I've already lost the entrance. Exploring these wrecks can be something of a hassle sometimes, but it is so worth it for all the stuff you can find inside. Listen, I really do not want to have to deal with you right now, Sandshark. Here we go. Oof, this is disorienting. Is there some other way I can go? Nope, that is not one of the cuttable ones. Quick glance at what we have in here. Disinfected water is nice. Ooh, more water. Now I don't have to worry about that or food for at least a while now. This exploration would be a lot easier with a Seamoth. Just one more piece. And down we go. Wait, is that? Yes, it is. Be in the money, boys.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's get some salvage from here, and is Ozzy still marked? No, he is not, but I can reactivate that. Alright, let's go home. We've got some things to build. That's no big deal at all. I've got plenty of copper on hand. Let's see, I'm gonna need 4 copper, 2 silicone, 3 if because I'm also gonna be making the air bladder, 8 acid mushrooms, 20 titanium, 4 quartz, and I already have the lubricant on hand, so that's good. Copper? Copper, yes. The more the merrier when it comes to copper. Up to a certain point, of course. Alright, I do not have enough acid mushrooms at the moment. But my inventory's full, scheiße. Alright, let's see. Yeah, roll to you two.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production
Where's my
offline.
titanium lockers? Dang. Gonna need to smelt that a bit. Alternatively, I could just do this and smelt it all later. Let's see. Don't need silver right now. Could use a bit of quartz. One bit of lead is the only lead I need. Let me think, what else did I need? 5 more acid mushrooms. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Perfect. Oh yeah, and lubricant. Need 2 of those. And the... I don't have enough silicone on hand. I'm gonna need to go get some more of that. Alright then, let me see. Might as well smelt down this titanium to take up a bit less space.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how bad... how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
Sure, I'm glad that you left the mic on for that, to instill maximum security in your capabilities. Gonna need one of those. Alright, 5 more acid mushrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. It's probably bad that I have so many of the crafting recipes of this game memorized that I didn't even need to look any further than you need a power cell, a lubricant, and a titanium ingot for the mobile vehicle bay, because I knew exactly how to get all of those. Probably indicative of something, but it's a good game. Now let's go get some more creepvine clusters. I think you need 2 of those. Swing by here. Pick up that, and that. I don't need this many seed clusters. Drop that off. I need another piece of lead. They look so much smaller out here than when they're attached to the actual creepvine itself. Electronics. Silicone rubber, there we go. Alright then. Let's make those power cells, shall we? Man, I am burning through this thing's power so fast. Rad suit is a good idea. I do not need to go that deep at this particular moment in time. So I can stow this in here. As well as those. Alright, what am I missing at the moment? Need more lead. I am a fool. Alright, now it looks like it's about time. Oof, forgot how big this thing was. Alright, put that there. Let's go catch us a bladderfish before I forget again. Fish of bladder, where ye be? Oh, shut up. Actual worst man. Bladderfish, get back here. Alright. I like how I'm able to swim at perfectly normal speed while carrying that thing around. And time to make that lad. Very useful tool, this. I didn't really use it in my survival playthrough, but given that this is hardcore and there's a lot more at stake if I end up drowning myself, this is quite a useful ability to have. It never runs out of power. It's just basically a rocket straight to the surface. Alright. Looks like it be time.
The Welp is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
It's only safe until it stops being safe, PDA lady. And again, so is anything else, but you get what I mean. And there we go. Achievement unlocked. Moth of the Sea. This is gonna make exploring for materials, parts, etc. so much easier. I am so sorry, Rabbit Ray. Just beat him in the face with like 4 tons of titanium. Anyway, let's see. What should I do now? I should make some beacons. That's what I should do. I remember the recipe was that. Just double checking. So I don't collect materials and be wasting my time. This is fine and safe. Oh, jeez. You see what happened to my health there? Mother of God. Note to self, don't do that. Oh, Oh, that would have been awful to have wasted like an hour and a half on this and then die to that. Oof.
This is Officer Keane in Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted.
Oof.
Transmission origin coordinates downloaded.
I swear, you freaking fish. Actual worst man. How about I just do this? Now I won't respawn there. Silver, thank you. Titanium's good to have around. Okay. Let me hack at you. What heck? Ugh. These things are so weird looking, aren't they? Shuttle bugs. Alright, let's see. Let's stow away these materials and decide what to do next, shall we?
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Gonna need the titanium. Quartz goes in there. Biological cave sulfur. Synthetic. Alright then, I think we're good. Let's make a pair of beacons. There, now I can mark places that are important. Alright then. So... what should I do next? I could go over to the floater isle and get the blueprints from there. That would probably be a good idea. It would also be a good idea to try to find that one location that I like building a base, and just kind of mark it with these beacons that I have now. I could go to the Aurora, but I don't really particularly want to do this at this moment in time, just because I am afraid of the Reapers, especially given that it's hardcore. And also there's just the fact that there's nothing particularly helpful for me there at this particular moment in time, especially since I want to even be able to get inside without the propulsion cannon. So... I could go over to the mountain island and just scout that area out a bit. I've got a sea moth. I can go pretty much anywhere I want now. What kind of blueprints should I be going after right now? Cyclops would be a good idea, but I think that the most beneficial thing to me would be to hop in my sea moth and head over to Floater Isle. It's a relatively safe location anyway, and it is got some of the best fragments for base building and such. Eventually I'm gonna have to find the jelly shroom caves, and oh geez, there are have you ever started a game that you've done a playthrough of in the past, fully aware of literally everything that you have to do to complete a playthrough of said game, and just think to yourself, geez, there are so many things to do? Because I have, and I I'm experiencing that right now. Care to take a swim? That's why the ocean is terrifying. You can't see the bottom sometimes. That's when the ocean truly terrifies me. I don't like looking down and not being able to see the ground. Alright. Looks like I already found the ramp, so might as well get going. Not waste any time out here.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Surface. Might as well scan all of the various plants that are here, right? Certainly couldn't hurt. Just about had a heart attack there because for a moment, I don't know if I was hallucinating or what, but I thought I saw a Reaper coming out of the rock at me. Darkness plus hardcore mode equals paranoia. There be a lad. That's not the lad I'm worried about right now. I'm worried about this lad. Alright. Listen, cave crawler, you little... I freaking hate these things. Because they're barely even a nuisance. They can do like 5 damage to you. And that's even without the reinforced dive suit. But they just jump around and it's annoying to constantly be trying to avoid being hit by them and... I hate them.
New blueprint acquired.
I knew there was another one around here somewhere. You get back here. See, they just jump on your head and it's annoying. You. Experience the void.
PDA data.
Alright. Here we go, multi-purpose room. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, you skitter around in there all you want.
Print acquired.
Purple tablet, that's good. This guy being a bit twitchy. Generally, they just kind of tend to lay down and die when you kill them. Now, what other blueprints were there around here? Stasis rifle. That is going to be useful if I ever want to scan a Leviathan. Which I don't, but if I ever decide to be stupid about it. If this was a not hardcore playthrough, just standard survival mode, I would gladly go around scanning Leviathans, but it just isn't worth losing the save, you know?
New blueprint acquired.
Where did you go? There. Get back here. I like how he didn't even attempt to stop me, he just kind of... Yep, this is my fate.
Integrating new PDA data.
Stabbed to death by a man with a knife that shouldn't even be on this planet. Ooh, data box! Ultra Glide, hell yes.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, Ultra Glide fins. That is going to be absolutely incredible. What do I need for that again? Bulkhead is pretty cheap. Wall planter, I'm not even going to really use much of any time. Spotlight's good. Come on, fade out. Yep, that I remember. There we go. Gonna need to get that mod station. Which means I'm gonna... Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to go to the Koosh zone, aren't I? Getting the modification station requires you to go to... Well, the most common place to find fragments for it is this biome that is towards the nose end of the Aurora. It used to be called the Koosh zone, but there was some kind of copyright issue or something, like IRL, so they switched it to Bulb zone. I still call it the Koosh zone because it sounds a lot cooler in my head. Why did I go that way? I already knew that I was going the wrong way. Why did I even... Pink caps. This is quite a mountain here. Plant pots are nice for aesthetics, but I don't really tend to use them. They aren't as useful as full-on grow beds. Observatories are nice for getting your base up to snuff, though. Because I do like being able to examine the world around me.
New blueprint acquired.
And was there some... Was it this one or the other one where there was some other fragment somewhere around? I think it might have been the other sea base. Yep. Alright. Do not fall. That would be the most embarrassing way to lose a hardcore playthrough of Subnautica. Falling to your death in a game about the ocean. I'd like someone to do a hardcore playthrough of Skyrim sometime. If I had the game on my Steam account, I would 100% do that. I don't think that there's an actual hardcore mode, but, like, if you die, you are simply required to delete your save by the rules of the challenge and start over. And, like, actually get all the way to the end of the main quest line. That would be intense. But it would also probably be quite fun. Thank you, game. I was just starting to worry about that.
New blueprint acquired.
The plants on this planet have such weird names. Over here with your grub basket and your Jaffa cup. Alright.
Integrating new PDA data.
And I'm quickly approaching the 1 hour that I said I would... Well, not that I said, but that I told myself I would spend on this, so... I think that I'm going to just go back to base. I am an idiot, I forgot the lantern fruit. Set up some grow beds, so I don't have to worry about food as much anymore. And probably call this an episode. Might as well eat some of them. I only need 4 to complete an entire grow bed. So I might as well top off my food, right? Sea moth over there. Can we respect Subnautica Man's legs and arms and everything else that he does in his life? Like, he just does not care. Swim literally several dozen, probably several hundred kilometers over the course of the game, and he's just like, yep, this is fine, and normal, and okay. Saw that coming.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. And we are heading home. Honestly, I feel kind of on a roll. As soon as I finish up this episode, I might just roll on into recording the next one. After making myself a cup of tea, probably. Can be quite nice to have something to drink when just strolling along like this. And heck, because of the intermission, I could even make my to-do list. That might actually be a good idea. So I think I shall do that. I see you there, Salt Deposit. Next episode, I think I'm going to be working on getting some more blueprints, expanding my base a bit more, be a bit more useful to me, so that I don't have to constantly switch between the storage base and the life pod. I can just craft things then and there, and start heading towards the southeastern end of the map to collect some blueprints for the moon pool and so on, because those are useful. Alright, what have I got? Switch over to the builder. Where is it? There it is.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Alright. This is gonna be kind of an awkward circumstance, but whatever works, I guess. Mistakes were made by constructing those there, but whatever. I like how the lantern fruits are already old lantern fruit. Alright. Now, where are those pieces? There we go. This will be quite useful.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Alright, interior pieces and modules and such. There we go, I need one more titanium, dang it. Luckily, I'm currently in the process of making things efficient, so let's get that more or less squared up there. And there we go, got some lantern trees growing. And I think I'm just gonna call this an episode. I'll probably move on to increasing my efficiency further in another one. What are the solar panels? What do those cost? Two quartz, 2 titanium, and a copper. Alright. Might be a good idea to get some power going in here before I take off, but I think I'll do that in the next episode, honestly. So, I think that will do it. I'll see you next time.